myself, Sharma, Mushiraju, and Pitanga. All four were given on the same day. On the same day, government orders. Immediately after the interview, maybe after 1 hour, Bhagedar was there. You are all recruited, selected and recruited. Come and join. He said, we have to move home and then come back. We are not prepared to stay and get it working there. So we took about 10 days gap. We went home and came back. Before what was spent itself, we came back and joined. Then we were all first batch of people, no technical batch, except Bitraya and also video. They were developing some TV receivers. I said, I was put into the receiver. Some portion of the circuits were to be developed. I was given in IF amplifiers with a 90 dB gain control. Whereas it is very new, but you know the concept. But to be practical, this is the first learning. So we took a lot of time in learning. We made our 90 dB amplifier. And also, Gujarat was given TV tuner circuit, IF amplifier, deflection circuit, fabrication, integration, everything was given to some independent people. So this is a multidisciplinary circuits, functional circuits. So somehow every part of the thing was developed and then integrated. One is the integration part, another is functionally working together. Together in the sense, right from the antenna, TV tuner, IF amplifier, AGC control, deflection circuits, and like that. So integration is another part. And after the integration, how to make it as a production model. Because we are not happy with the one model. So Dr. DSR used to say, scientist is happy with one model, but industry requires a production model, which is reproducible on the conveyor belt. At that time, conveyor belt concept was totally a manufacturing concept. So we did ITI, Indian Telephone Industry, where telephone was manufactured on a conveyor belt. People are sitting here, each and every person will introduce one component, and by the time it goes to the other telephone LED. Similarly, our TV receiver also should have a conveyor belt of production. So at that time, Kale was introduced as the head of the ESD. BSO was transferred to Dr. Sarabhai, XYZ and other things. And Kale Sahab came to after the integration, Ubaidan was made as a batch production in charge. Ubaidan. And myself was totally aware of everything. So I was controlling the integration as well as right from the front end to the deflection and the controls. In between our discharge also left. So that also I took it into my domain and then took over the production itself. And almost 200 receivers are to be batch produced. So after everything, cabinet, how to make the cabinet, commercial look. Always I bought amplifier, cabinet design. And he brought from Delhi loudspeaker cover. So all these things have to be integrated. When Ahmedabad, fiberglass cabinet was to be made. Gujarati person was very much acquainted with that. So we got cabinets also fabricated. So this is a good experience to do the fabrication, development, and run test, field run test. Means continuous run test. So whatever the TV receivers are done, we used to put into run mode. How much run mode, what is the failure, all these things. So this is the first batch of solid state TV receivers. In India, there was no solid state receiver in the field at all. And after making it, how to test it to the field. to the next job. So, and also we took our receiver to the Delhi, where broadcasting is available. Krishi Darshan. With the live broadcasting, we want to see how is the performance of TV receiver in the field. So I was running about 30-40 kilometers away from the Delhi. So we had a vehicle, put the receiver, and then went to the different villages. And then they checked it, see the stability of the function, receiver, everything. And that day evening, our TV receiver was inaugurated by our broadcasting minister, Nandini Satpathy. She was a broadcasting minister. So everything went on well. Everything went on well, and then it was successful. So at that time, Das Gupta was also there, myself, all the other people were also in the field. We tested. So like that, batch production, short circuit and then burned. Then college of came and told, you are putting what is it? Fire system in the not lab.
Yes, sir.
Room. Like that. These are the things one has to learn by, and also these deflection circuits and also high voltage transformers also developed by India, also ESD, vacuum impregnation, and how it works over a period of time. What is the heating? I want to mention one thing. When we are developing our TV circuits, Sarabhai used to come to the table. Sundays, we used to go to Sundays lab and broadcast. At that time, I remember he was telling, how do we take care of the potting? Every second potting, we don't know what is the pot. Then Dr. B.S. suggested, yes, potting is the important thing which is to be put into all circuits and so the vibration test it should be checked. So it should give consistent performance. So the potting was there. So everything was learned from the first experience. So that way we developed the TV receiver, batch production, and we brought to the level of at least workable situation in the drawing room. So our TV receivers kept in different areas of Bombay studio, Delhi guest house, and some other areas of the district. So at that time, what is went on? Now, as a policy, it has to be.
To get their interview, to get their darshan, we have to wait for hours together. Then we will enter and they will talk rough and tough. We have to handle with a very much obliged manner, the requesting, pleading and all that. Then we have to give an education on what site is, what satellite is, what TV broadcast is, how it is going to get benefited. After hearing all that, then you mention about Sarabhai's name and Dhawan's name and all that, then they will come down. Slowly come down. These are all the practical experiences which we have faced. They will slowly come down after some time. Then they will call some junior fellow. You explain to him, ask him what you want. Then we have to again repeat the story to some junior fellow, some engineer, some electricity board engineer, something. It used to go like that. It was a big struggle. I have also worked for OPEC in Karnataka. Damodaran was the main person, P. Damodaran, who has gone to US. But he took, for his marriage or something, he took a long leave. Then I was deputed to Karnataka to provide continuity for this OPEC project in Karnataka. I have faced a lot of music, but still achieved something. Sorry, sir.
I want to wish Professor G.V. Chitni, who turned 100 years last week, a very happy birthday. And we wish him all the best and have many more years of good, happy years. We will pray God to bless him with good health and happiness. Coming to our different site. In fact, you maybe all of you know that as per the nomenclature of any scientific department, administrative category will be a supporting staff. We only support. Because, some cases we get little more chance to support little more. Like Mr. Divakar was telling,
Total by this
some of our administrative people, they had a
Many people
I
would
will not
not
sleep, I will not allow him to sleep.
yes,
Many people would not.
memories which come. When I joined, it was a passport unit. I still remember the first room on left side was our office. Opposite was Dr. B.S. Rao's office. Next to that, Mr. Gurnani and Mr. Pathak. Then after that, lab and workshop, Mr. Subara was the workshop. Yeah. So when I joined the first day, when I went to our admin, I still remember Mr. T.A. Paul, Mr. G.V. Pagida, M.B. Gandhi, and Satyam Rao, A.S. Rao. He is here in headquarters, our Israel level. And Madam, she was also there. And we both joined on the same day. We were all there on the first day. But the opposite room was our V.G. Gurnani, because I have nothing to talk much about the site because I was hardly involved in the site. We were administrative staff, whatever, the limitations are still there. Because only I used to get threatened by my ex-boss. I was posted to Sambalpur. I was also used to get threatened as if Sambalpur was Kalabari jail of Andaman. So I was also, because my understanding of site, office, our site office was only that much. But of course later, even now I regret that I have missed a very big chance of getting into some clusters and work. That apart. In ESC building, the past protection area, there are some gentlemen called V.G. Gurnani, I think all of you may remember. And his two words which I borrowed from him, even today I am using that word, no problem. For anything and everything you say, no problem. In fact, we used to tell him, and for everything you are telling, no problem. But I tell you, even now I feel that no problem is such an optimistic word. You use that, you will be happy, you will be relieved. That I used it left and right during my public relation officer when I was in ISAC. I used that word. And of course, it used to help me a lot.
Listen, just to interrupt you, I think the same thing applies to Subbarao of workshop also. You go to him with any requirement, he said no problem.
No problem.
It's the same thing for Subbarao.
Yes.
That is my experience.
Those optimistic,
Yeah, sorry.
those optimistic words, they are of mantras in anybody's life. People should pick up. Even today, if you are optimistic, you will be happy. I think. That's what we are calling. Okay, then after that, in 1973, we went to SAC campus, and in 1979 or so, I came to Bangalore. My mentor, Professor Kale, brought me here to Bangalore for the research project. But those memories, early memories, that linger even now. Some of the memories, they are as green as ever. That's the memories you need not recall. It will automatically come out. Close your eyes, you will be in batch protection unit. You will be in Atira, you will be in PRL. All those memories, that only has brought us together today. I am very happy that I met all of them after decades. So, then site, of course, I told my participation in site. So I could not go to any site office and work. My boss went to site office. He was on the cluster. He went to the cluster. So I could only that. But at all said and done, I would have worked at least 0.001% I would have worked per site, and I am happy with that. That I have contributed a little bit. Like that squirrel which has helped Lord Rama to build the bridge. So, I am happy with that. And thank you all.
Congratulations to all of you for the site Golden Jubilee celebration. My name is Ennambai Raman. I wish Professor Chitnis for the 100th birthday. The space program started 1964-65 in Ahmedabad. It was in Ambawadi, one a small house. But I joined in 1966, 22nd August, in Vijay Park, Narampura. And under the Department of Atomic Energy, SCUS was formed. There were Wing Commander Rao, Colonel Pan, Commander Kohli, all the three officers, and Patrick George Rogers was our director. We had one small jeep. At that time, Jodhpur Takra was only Takra. There was no building, nothing, no approach road. We were about 25 people in that office. We used to go to Jodhpur, Takra. There was no road, nothing was there. Morning they will go and evening. And the earth station was erected with the help of NEC, Nippon Electric Company, Japan. In 1967 it was ready, and we all moved to ONC building, the cellar.
Yes, yes.
Our office shifted to there. Then later on we constructed that admin building, director building. We all shifted there. Wing Commander Rao became director, SAC. Then up to 1971 it was a government organization. Then 71 it was transferred under PRL, autonomous body. 1972 end, I think, SAC was formed.
For January 73.
73. Then I was first of one man to be appointed for administration under NVG Warrior and Shivasankaran. They were there, and I also came, and we started recruiting people for all the site program, clusters, social scientists, so many producers. All this are happening in the Sajananda College. Then later we shifted to Patel Chambers. There also we recruited so many people, but higher level people were recruited in the Ahmedabad, and lower people were clusters. We have to advertise, and we have to recruit there only. Then all the clusters, people were sent by turn. My turn came, I was sent to Raipur cluster, and PK Tiwari was the engineering charge. PK Tiwari. I worked for 2 months. Last, I think, winding up of the site program. Then I worked for, after 1972, 73, 74, 1975, ISRO was converted into government body. So I took that conversion cell. I was looking after conversion cell, looking after the option and everything. So I know almost all the engineers. I worked with so many engineers, and up to 97 I was in Ahmedabad, SAC Ahmedabad, in various sections, various buildings. I was shifted. We were sitting in the postal building, and the admin building was constructed later in the gate. So many places we have shifted. Then finally I was transferred to Delhi station as an in charge of administration. There I worked for 10 years. I retired in 2006. Weeks. So 31 years in Ahmedabad and 10 years in Delhi.
Just to tell that
I was involved for all the site program. Master mechanic used to go to master mechanic,
tower.
Nikam. You went to Navarampura tower, and one tower was there.
Test for him to go whether he is able to climb.
So we had a lot of experience, and I congratulated all the engineers for the support given.
My experience in the private industry helped me to join SCAS. It was a small workshop. We had very elementary machines, and the requirements to make the compound micro was order of microns. We were making overgel dabbas for so many circuits and this thing. So in 75, in June and July, I was required to go to Delhi station for installation. But at that time, CNC Bowser and Purohit were not available for some reason. So in workshop I was put there. Before that, MM Shah from, there was a hotline, if you remember, Delhi to AES. So MM Shah would call from Delhi, call Aradhya. He will say, he will describe a drawing, make these plates with 4 holes and send with Mr. Ram, our mathematician, Ramaswamy, who will come to Delhi. So like that. And one event was, the encoders were not procured, there was a lot of time to come get the encoders. So sharp position, X and Y axis. So we were told to make protractors for X and Y axis, 90-degree main scale, vernier scale. So we made it on milling machine. Milling machine is here, there is an attachment, rotating universal table, and you put an engraving cutter. We made it in almost, it took 7 days, continuous 24 hours. I was staying at Navarampura, come in the morning 10 o'clock, go next day morning 6 o'clock, come back again 10 o'clock, and that was almost for 5 to 6 days. So that's how we made it, put it in Delhi station, and most of the work was done at night time because of this alignment. It had to be done at night time in theodolite. And we completed all things in before time. And I was traveling back on maybe 30th July 75. And when I came back, I got an order. You are transferred to RSMD. Telephonic reporting to Professor Pisharoti and physical reporting to Dr. George Joseph in Dina apartment. And so my conclusion to site was like this. So it is like a pre-lunch session of a test match. First day of a pre-lunch session. Rest of the things are sensor development. I will talk about it sometime later. I retired in 2008. I settled in Pune. But recently I was in Pune for this conference. And I met Professor Chitnis on Sunday last. Almost I spent 1 hour with him getting the whole history, recollection from him. Very nice time I had.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Whole Ahmedabad was working. It's a tribute to work when he is not there.
Yes, of course.
Beers Rao told 71 next day morning. Then next day morning, 31st also we worked. Then BS said, ask them to go and say whatever they want to do. They are now officially not declared a holiday. That is how he said.
Only one event I will tell, 1 minute. See, I was staying, when I came, I joined on 2nd January. The Navnirman Andolan was already started. So one day from Maharashtra Samaj, I was staying in Bhadra area. And coming from private industry, I was strict about timings. I mean, joining given day. So I walked from Bhadra to Ellis Bridge. There was a policeman with a gun. Then I went back to Nehru Bridge and walked all the way, crossed Ashram Road and walked all the way to Escus. Ashram Road, all people were saying, why this fellow is going walking? Nobody was there on the roads. When police van came near the town hall, he was, where are you going? That time identity card was only a paper, not a photograph also. I just showed him, he just looked at it, go, like that is. I walked all the way, went to main building, Colonel Pant was there. He said, why have you come? Nobody had come for that day, but I had come. Then some H.N. Singh was there in Escas. He took me on his cycle to Navarampura, where I was staying. There are so many memories, but I will stop here. Thank you.
44 used to be there for only 3 trips in the morning, 3 trips in the evening.
Chumai.
There was no other thing.
We go by 47 and 46 over there. So we go by and then no. Pagadar, he called Pagadar. Pagadar is behind. Pagadar, there is a van in the grand truck. You get that one, these people can go on the right in that way. And then the second barrack came. He said, no, in this barrack you got air conditioned. See, he used to take care of the welfare of the people. First thing he has this cell, and then he has, what about the cold drinks? No sir, we don't have. Pagda, tomorrow you order one fridge. He got all these things. That is the culture. It has come from the PR to the SAC. There is no Marxism, as far as I know, till some time. After government of India and other things, but till then, there was no Marxism. Everybody was free to talk and mingle.
Okay, good afternoon. I have joined SAC Ahmedabad on 28 August 1973, and I was working in Ahmedabad Air Station, which was main air station for site, for transmission, reception, then studio linkages, all those things, integration was there only. And I was working on a servo control system along with RC Garg and SD rod. So this system, as Raman told, that it has come from Nippon Electric, Japan, and it was used for international satellite communication training program. As it was used only for training program, there was no real reception or transmission from that antenna, and naturally because of unused thing, it has gone down like anything. Everything has failed. And another thing is that the system has got all the features which an ideal servo system can have and can be used for training. Just some features I will tell. It has got the synchros control transformer, transmitter, receiver, all those things. For the size restrictions, they have made it to work on 400 cycles. So for synchro supply alone, synchro power supply alone, there was a frequency converter unit which was supplying AC power at 400 Hz. Though it was 440 through 230 only, but frequency was 400 Hz. Another thing unique in that system was it has a conical scanning tilted subdish, and it was a rotatable subdish. So for that also there was another frequency converter which was installed in control room. It used to rotate and create the amplitude modulation on the main signal which was used for tracking. So as I told that all these systems have actually failed. So we have started from scratch, and because the things have come from NEC, and another thing is those days there was no PCB replacement type of thing. All things were done on component level. So when we go to some, say, post amplifier has failed or pre-amplifier has failed, so we used to stuck into some AC, some IC. The chips were not there, 7-legged ICs used to be there around. So those ICs, they were NEC, so they were not available. So go to GE manual, find out the equivalent, buy it from the market and then replace it. So like that, piece by piece, actually we have made the system work. We really worked very hard, and I am very happy that I learned so many things from that system which had so many good features. No? That was used for my further career in NRSU. One or two incidences I will tell you, really funny incidences. One day somebody came and told me, we were in lunch actually, that antenna is moving in a reverse direction and it is not controlling at all. So everybody was panic actually, including Arsigar, Parnapant and everyone. So a lot of investigation was done. Finally it was found out that that frequency converter which was used for control components power supply, somebody has done maintenance and he has shifted the phases. RYB was shifted, so it has gone uncontrollable. Then I only suggested them that you do one thing, don't go to manual mode of moving the antenna, go to slew rate, whether it is still reversing, and it was not reversing. Then we went to look into the phases and then it was set right. Another incident I will tell that in SAC those days, most of the people were bachelors, and SAC campus was not having this much of security which now is there. No? So many people used to come with their friends, some people used to family. Even though Jodhpur Tekra people also used to come and see the TV things going on. No? So that time 1976 was Montreal Olympic, and there was one test film which was originated from studio, and it was shown on the campus. That Escas lawn, big TV was kept there, and people were seeing. So our drivers were also there. I think you may remember there was one driver. His name was Ranchod Bhai. He was actually some bhajan kirtan and all those things he used to do. So that Montreal Olympics, they were showing construction work going on, Olympic Stadium, and a lot of vehicles were moving here and there. In India, those days we had only village jeep, ambassador car, and maybe Fiat has come just. So instant reaction from that Ranchod was, foreign में सब imported रहता है क्या? So this type of things, but we learned a lot from those systems, and it was very useful for my further career. I am very thankful to all the people. I am very happy to meet all these people after a gap of almost 15 years.
The same thing. We were there in Gangtok. Gangtok, we were